the assassination of John F. Kennedy, I rewatched it. And there's conspiracies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we was wanting to hear. You said there was like some type of people are gonna get pissed off about the 4th of July and some type of stuff like that with the us filming in there.
Yes, because there's a lot of what you would call real patriotic people for the United States, and they don't want this country and or the government put down, because that's most of the people.
Yeah.
They there might be some wrongdoing among the people that works for the government and stuff, but the majority of the people don't feel like there's really a whole lot wrong with this country. It's more right than wrong. We do have a lot of freedoms here that they don't have elsewhere in other countries, and freedom to speak up and say what we think or feel, though, is one of them, because in other countries, if you say something against the government or the ones that run the government, you can end up in prison and or even assassinated.
Yeah.
And then this country, though, we're supposed to have the freedom of speech, but a lot of times, a lot of folks, they don't want to hear opposing views against this country especially.
Yeah, and they get all mad and pissed off and don't want to hear it.
It's just like Vietnam. I was in high school, I believe, when that started, and there was a teacher I had then that warned that we were getting involved with Vietnam, but a lot of people didn't know it yet. And she said that we had enemies, actually, of our government that were in our colleges and with their philosophy, and were influencing college students. And the next thing I know, we were all in Vietnam. Nobody knew, in general, the public didn't know what we were doing over there. And a few years later, I had classes here at Haskell in Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah.
And the teacher said that we got involved over there through advisors. And this country sent advisors to Vietnam. There was another bunch running South Vietnam's government then, and that we had been involved some kind of way with getting whoever out over there to let come in these ones that was more favorable to the United States.
It seems like we always send in advisors at first before we get fully involved with some type of
and we
war
were
or something.
We were over there probably a year or two before the public even knew we were over there, because it was these advisors.
Yeah.
And then once they got in, helped get in whoever they wanted to head South Vietnam's government, and that's where North Vietnam started attacking South Vietnam more. And then we started bringing in our soldiers, and the soldiers here in this country, you know, they were drafted then. We had the draft back then. If you didn't go, you could go to prison here, and there was some folks, I guess, went up to Canada that really didn't believe we were over there for a good purpose. So I know now that the United States has to be really careful about getting involved in other countries' business, because we've got our own country to worry about and our own people, and we can't be going all over to other countries trying to get them to run their governments right. We've got problems here in our own. We don't need to go elsewhere's way, I feel, about
Yeah,
it.
it's the same thing going on these days that went on back then, I guess, pretty much.
Yeah, and it wasn't until we were in there a good 10 years, and I know there was thousands of our soldiers killed over there, but nobody really knew why we were over there except that we were helping South Vietnam. Most of the public did not know that we had advisors go in, and that there was an I don't remember what happened now for sure, but the ones that was ahead in South Vietnam got taken out some kind of way, and then the ones that came in was ones our advisors helped get in there. Then we had the draft back then, and you went whether you believed in it or not.
Yeah.
And but like this teacher said, they didn't attack us, South Vietnam. We went over there on our own, and it was trying to, I guess, it was political.
Just like nowadays. I mean, it's like a second, same thing all over again, pretty much. But thank you for being in my video.
Yeah.
I think everybody wanted to hear your opinions, and thanks for being here. I guess I'll...
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.